day 6 of the writing vlog. We're in 6 days into this, so I think we're on a pretty good streak so far. Today is my Sunday, so it's going to be intentionally a little bit of an easier day today. But first, as always, coffee. Today is my Sunday. When this comes out, it'll be Monday. But because of that, it actually brings me up to the very first writing tip I have for today, and it's right out of the gate. And it's less about writing and it's more about not writing, actually. And that is find a day to take a break. If you're doing what I'm doing and trying to write every single day, pick one day where you can just not think about writing and not write. It gives you a little bit of a reset, a little bit of a break, some time to rest. I am doing not that. I'm going against my own advice. So instead of just taking a full break, I'm just going to write less today. I'm probably only going to shoot for about 500 words, not go for a specific time, just go for my 500 words and call it a day so I can spend the rest of the day catching up on, well, other stuff and my mental fortitude. Plus I'm sick, so I need a little bit of extra rest to recover from that as well. So let's just go ahead and start writing immediately, because the sooner we get into this, the sooner I can be done. And what a better place to start than at the beginning of a new chapter. And a little bit of insight. This chapter, I just hit chapter 5. I'm very excited to actually touch on this chapter because it is one that I've been planning for a very long time. A perspective from a character that is going to be an aha moment of, oh wait. I've been excited to write this chapter, so I've been giddy. It's part of the reason why I didn't want to take a break today, because I've been noodling this one for some time, and it's going to be a very creepy chapter. And I love writing creepy chapters. Now, that's to say, these last two books, book 2 and 3, book 1 was almost entirely horror. There was character building and there's some extra world building elements to it, but it was mostly predominantly just a very quick, focused horror novel. Book 2, I allowed myself to kind of branch away from the hyper-focused, action-y horror. And I spent time doing a lot of the world building, a lot of the character building. And I continued to do that throughout book 3, really just setting the framework for who these people are that you're spending all of this time with and creating more of a sci-fi epic that I've always wanted to write. Each book, let me put it this way, each book I've been getting closer to being able to write the epic space opera that I've been wanting to write. And so book 3 has really been hitting away at that, which means the horror elements have kind of started to fall towards the background. And so when they do come to light, it's a lot more fun to just be like, grr, spooky. So this chapter 5 is going to be entirely spooky, and I cannot wait. So anyway, I've babbled enough, and it's time to just get some words typed out. Real quick, Control X. My starting word count today is 25,350. I think that's 2 words more than last time because of I added chapter 5 in the title of the chapter. But anyway, yeah, I forgot to do that. So this is going pretty quick, which is nice, because I'm already at 200 words for the day, so that took me maybe 10-15 minutes, which means probably have this session wrapped up in about 30 minutes or less. So let's do this. But before I do that, actually, now that I think about it, I owe you a word of the day. And I was thinking about that as well. And it'll come up in this paragraph. So I'm going to go ahead and just use it as a word of the day. And that is chitin. The word of the day is chitin. Chitin is a fibrous substance consisting of polysaccharides and forming in the major constituent in the exoskeleton of arthropods and the cell walls of fungi. It's bug armor, is essentially what chitin is. That's the way I like to look at it. For reasons, I'm not going to tell you why I'm using this word, but if you've read my books, I think you can kind of get a pretty good idea of where it's going. But yeah, that's the word for the day. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, back to writing. All right, 501 words exactly. That is a very good point to stop for me for this morning. In just under 40 minutes. 35 minutes is about the time it took me to write all of that. That's not too bad. I was a little bit slower, but I'll take it. It's a good little snippet for a Sunday morning. Plus, it gives me plenty of time to just catch up and rest. If you're joining me for the writing purposes, like you're writing something of your own, I hope your writing is going as well, if not better. Actually, I hope it's doing a lot better. And if you're joining me just because you want to stop in and chill and see how the process is going, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, because you'd be doing me a world of favors. And if you could hit the like button as well, that would be amazing. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow.